Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are unpacking an absolutely fascinating spectrum within the AI revolution. We're looking at a profound shift that is quite literally happening right before our eyes. On one end of this spectrum, we've got these cold, algorithmic gatekeepers that are radically transforming how we hunt for jobs, and, let's be honest, sparking some very real anxieties. But on the exact opposite end, we are seeing the rise of emotionally intelligent machines. We're talking about robots designed to look us in the eye, smile, and actually form deeply empathetic bonds with human beings. It's this incredible journey from cold logic to warm companionship, and we are going to make sense of all of it today.
So, here is our roadmap for today. We'll kick things off with Section 1, the AI job anxiety. Then, 2, the logic machine. Next, we'll pivot to 3, building emotional bonds. Then, 4, training wheels for life. And finally, 5, our AI copilots. Let's dive right in.
Section 1. The AI job anxiety, the algorithmic gatekeepers. You know, we really have to start by validating a very real, very current reality for young professionals right now. We are firmly in an AI disruption phase. And entry-level jobs, those digital, repetitive, administrative roles, they're kind of the first on the chopping block. Consider Zola in France. Zola holds 2 master's degrees, one in political and social sciences and another in cultural policy. Yet Zola has spent a year sending out over 200 applications with little to no formal answers. I mean, it really highlights a deeply human frustration, right? You pour all this mental energy into applications, effectively dropping them into a void, all while dealing with this terrifying realization that some of this creative and administrative work is increasingly being handed straight over to AI.
And this brilliantly illustrates the perfect storm that young graduates are facing today. Just listen to Laura in the US. She experienced this firsthand during a massive wave of layoffs at Google. As she points out, when companies cut costs, the newest hires, the 20-somethings, are usually the very first ones let go. So it's a totally chilled, oversaturated market. Companies are hiring less, way more people have college degrees, and AI is just eagerly waiting in the wings to optimize whatever entry-level tasks are left.
Let's ground these fears in some hard data. 13%. According to a Stanford study right around late 2022, when ChatGPT absolutely exploded onto the scene, there was a 13% drop in job roles that are easy for AI to handle. We're talking software development, marketing, customer service, and this drop specifically hit people aged 22 to 25. Older, more experienced workers who have highly developed soft skills simply aren't seeing this same drop.
Because the harsh reality is, the very first reader of your resume is now an algorithm. Companies like Duolingo and Amazon are openly shifting to an AI-first approach. So when young candidates apply for jobs, humans aren't even looking at their resumes initially. AI is scanning for keywords. AI chatbots are asking the initial screening questions. AI programs are literally analyzing video interviews to score candidates' answers. It's no wonder experts are calling young workers the canaries in the coal mine for this whole AI disruption.
Section 2. The logic machine, mastering complex tasks with cold logic.
Now, this same cold, calculative logic that's currently screening your resumes is also achieving things that the human brain simply cannot process. There is a stark, almost unbelievable comparison between human vulnerabilities and AI capabilities here. Take medicine, for example. MIT professor Regina Warzalaya was diagnosed with breast cancer back in 2014. She later found out that tiny, microscopic signs of her cancer were actually visible on her mammograms 2 years prior. But for a human radiologist, diagnosing it was practically impossible because our eyes get visually confused by all the dense spots on tissue. AI, however, thrives on that uncertainty. It totally removes the guesswork. Or think about the ancient game of Go. Human players rely on this mysterious, almost unexplainable intuition, but Google DeepMind's AI learned to look 300 moves ahead, mastering the game in ways we can't even conceptualize. AI has even been fed data on thousands of molecules to discover a brand new, non-human designed antibiotic capable of killing drug-resistant bacteria. The raw logic at play here is just staggering.
Section 3. Building emotional bonds, the surprising warmth of social robotics.
Okay, so here is where things get completely wild. We aren't just talking about machines executing cold code anymore. We are talking about emotionally intelligent robots. These are AI systems, specifically intentionally designed to understand human emotions and actually express empathy. Robotics experts like Paolo Piergianian at Embodied are pioneering this to figure out how we actually build genuine emotional bonds with machines. Inspired by his own childhood isolation as an immigrant in a new country, Pirjanian realized that the intense feeling of alienation is actually very similar to what a child on the autism spectrum might feel when they're struggling to read social cues. So, he set out to build a machine that could bridge that gap, a machine that could forge a real, meaningful relationship.
So how does a literal machine build a bond with a human? Well, it taps directly into our hardwired biology. It's fascinating. Step 1. If a robot makes direct eye contact, our brains immediately register presence and attentiveness. Step 2. If it smiles back at you, our mirror neurons fire. It creates this involuntary physiological response of shared feeling. And step 3, if it speaks while expressing empathy, our human brains effectively do the rest. We naturally anthropomorphize things, right? But when a robot perfectly mimics these specific social cues, the biological bond that forms is absolutely genuine. Kids open up to these machines incredibly quickly. Sometimes they even open up to the robot in ways they won't open up to their own parents or human therapists. Why? Simply because the robot offers a perfectly safe, infinitely patient, and predictable loop of emotional feedback.
Section 4. Training wheels for life. Helping vulnerable populations. And these robots have profound practical applications, specifically for vulnerable populations who are facing social alienation. Just to put this in perspective, in the US today, 1 in 30 children is diagnosed with autism. That is up dramatically from 1 in 200 just a decade ago. And because of this rapid growth, there's a massive, critical labor gap. There simply aren't enough human therapists and companions out there to provide the constant, personalized care that's required. This is exactly where social robots are stepping in to fill the void.
Now, importantly, these robots are not meant to replace human contact. That's a crucial distinction. Instead, they act as safe, non-judgmental training wheels. A child can sit with the robot and practice vital, everyday social skills, sustaining eye contact, learning the natural rhythm of turn-taking in a conversation, and practicing joint attention. They get to exercise these exact social muscles in a totally controlled, low-stakes environment, and doing that drastically increases their chances of successfully applying those skills and integrating well into human society later on. It's a real game changer.
And this tech doesn't stop with children either. Within the next decade, experts actually believe these exact same emotionally intelligent systems will be deployed to combat social isolation in our aging populations. We know that loneliness leads to severe mental and physical health issues. So soon, an empathetic AI companion won't just talk to you. It might help you cook food, suggest going for a walk, and provide assistive care that allows older adults to maintain independent living with absolute dignity.
Section 5. Our AI co-pilots, navigating the future of human-AI symbiosis.
So we've seen how AI can threaten our entry-level jobs, but we've also seen how beautifully it can augment human health and emotional well-being. So what does this all mean for us? How do we navigate this? Let's synthesize the expert advice we have on future-proofing yourself. First, treat AI as your co-pilot. Let the machine do the menial, repetitive tasks. Second, as experts like Nathalie Jimenez point out, you absolutely must lean into your human soft skills. If you're studying computer science, don't stop there. Study philosophy, study psychology, focus heavily on critical thinking and judgment. There are massive, fast-growing industries out there, like green tech and healthcare, that desperately need human beings to manage the ethics of these AI systems. To stay competitive, we have to tap into what fundamentally makes us human.
Which leaves us with one final, pretty wild question to think about. Will your closest colleague soon be a machine? Whether it's an algorithm screening your resume, a logic machine discovering your life-saving medicine, or a warm, smiling robot helping you or a loved one practice vital social skills, AI is no longer just a tool. It's becoming a co-pilot, a companion, and a collaborator. I really hope this explainer helped you see the incredible, symbiotic future we are building alongside these machines. Thanks so much for joining me today, and keep learning.